Toby was a boy with a head full of clouds. Not real clouds, of course, but clouds made of thoughts, stories, and endless daydreams. While folding laundry in the kitchen, he'd drift into an imaginary battle between superheroes. When asked to water the plants, he'd suddenly picture a cartoon character trying to grow a giant pumpkin. And by the time he snapped back, the hose would be flooding the porch and trickling down the walkway. His mom often sighed. "Toby, where are your ears, your eyes, your brain?" Toby would blink at her, his green eyes wide and honest. "I don't know, Mom." Every day felt like a blur. He dropped clothes while folding them, left books on the couch upside down, and abandoned half-eaten snacks wherever he had snacked. Sometimes he couldn't even remember what he had eaten. "I think I had a sandwich," he said one afternoon, scratching his head. "Sandwich? We had spaghetti today," his older sister groaned. Life wasn't bad exactly, but it was confusing. Toby didn't feel sad, but he wasn't exactly happy either. It was as if he was floating through his days, never really here or there. One summer, his parents decided to send him to his uncle's countryside home for a few weeks. "Some fresh air and no screens will do you good," his dad said. Toby wasn't thrilled. No video games? No cartoons? No YouTube? When he arrived, it felt like stepping into another world. Wide open fields stretched like green carpets. Chickens clucked lazily, a few cows wandered past the barn, and the sky seemed endless. His uncle's house was small and simple. 2 bedrooms, a tiny living room, and a kitchen that smelled faintly of fresh bread. There was one big difference from home. No television. Not even a little one. "This is going to be boring," Toby muttered. But then he met his cousin Sam. Sam was also 10 but completely different. He was quick, alert, and always busy, climbing trees, helping his mom with chores, laughing with neighbors, or just sitting quietly listening to the wind through the cornfields. At first, Toby followed him around, a little lost. He compared himself to a cartoon robot stuck in a small town, forgetting all its programming. "That's me," he mumbled to himself. Sam didn't wait for long explanations. "Come on," he said one morning, tugging Toby's arm. "We're going to the pond." On the way, they passed Mrs. Harper, the elderly neighbor, trying to lift a huge basket of hay. Without a second thought, Sam ran to help. Toby hesitated, then joined in. Mrs. Harper smiled warmly and patted them on the shoulder. "Did you feel that?" Toby asked as they walked away, a little confused. "What?" Sam asked, frowning. "That thing. Like your chest. Smiling." Sam laughed. "That's just how it feels when you do something nice for someone." At the pond, they skipped stones, laughed at the frogs leaping between lily pads, and watched the sunlight shimmer on the water. Toby noticed everything. The glint of dragonflies' wings, the ripples spreading across the pond, the scent of wet earth after a sudden breeze. For the first time in what felt like forever, Toby wasn't thinking about cartoons or stories in his head. He was fully here in this exact moment. That evening, while helping his aunt tidy up, he saw a pile of shoes scattered near the front door. Without anyone asking, he bent down and arranged them neatly. "What are you doing?" Sam asked. "I don't know, just felt like putting them in place," Toby said. It was such a small act, but it felt right. Over the next few days, something quietly magical happened, not with wands or flying carpets, but with ordinary moments. Toby started remembering things he hadn't in a long time. He remembered where he left his sneakers. He remembered whether he'd eaten breakfast. He even remembered to water the small herb garden without creating a mini flood in the yard. One afternoon, he sat under a huge oak tree near the fields, just watching ants carry tiny crumbs along their paths. And then it hit him, he felt happy. Not the jumpy, cartoonish kind of happy, but a calm, steady, deep kind. Like the cool breeze on a sweltering summer day. It wasn't just the countryside that had changed him, it was noticing it. Toby saw how Mr. Benson at the corner store hummed while weighing apples. He heard the chickens cluck louder as clouds gathered. He felt the warmth of the sun in the morning and the chill of the porch boards at dawn. And he realized something he had never considered before. The present itself was full of treasures if you paid attention. One evening, sitting on the porch swing with his uncle, Toby said softly, "I think I used to live too much inside my own head." His uncle smiled. "Your head is a nice place, I'm sure. But it's important to open the windows sometimes." When summer ended and Toby returned home, his parents noticed a difference right away. He picked up his backpack without being reminded. He straightened the crooked welcome mat. He helped his sister locate the missing sock she had been looking for all morning. And when his mom asked, "Did you eat lunch?" he grinned. "Yes. Spaghetti, garlic bread, and salad. It was really good." His mother stared, astonished. "Who are you and what did you do with Toby?" Toby laughed. He was still the same boy, still curious, still full of imagination. But now his feet were planted firmly in the now. And the clouds in his head? They were still there, but now they floated gently above a world he had finally learned to see. From that summer on, Toby found joy in small things. The smell of morning grass. The sight of a butterfly landing on a flower. The sound of rain tapping on the roof. He realized he didn't need screens, cartoons, or adventures in far-off worlds to feel alive. Life itself, right in front of him, was enough, and more than enough. Toby's head was still full of clouds, but now they were soft, playful clouds floating above a boy who had learned the most important lesson of all, the gift of now. The end.